Stop frying eggs in oil. There's a clever way to fry eggs that makes them softer and creamier, prevents burning, and gives you restaurant-quality yolks. Let's try it right now. First, to make a delicious dish, we need fresh eggs. There's a very simple and effective way to check an egg's freshness. Use your phone's flash or another strong light source. Now, let's shine a light through the egg. A fresh egg usually has a small air cell, and the yolk stays centered with very little movement when the egg is gently rotated. Using this simple tip, I selected the 3 freshest eggs to start with. Crack the 3 eggs onto a single plate. Wow, just look at that! That's a great sign of a very fresh egg. Now let's continue with the remaining eggs. I place a pan on the stove and add about 30 to 40 milliliters of water to the non-stick pan, just enough to form a thin layer on the bottom. When tiny bubbles appear in the water, I gently pour each egg into the pan, moving slowly to prevent the yolks from breaking and the eggs from sticking together. Then, I cover the pan and cook for about 1 minute. The steam trapped inside helps the whites set quickly, while the yolks remain soft and creamy. After about a minute, open the lid and check the eggs. You'll see that the whites are cooked through without being burnt at the edges, and the yolks are still soft and creamy. At this point, I use a flat spoon to gently lift the eggs out and place them on a plate. The eggs retain their natural, light flavor, perfect for a healthy, wholesome breakfast. Which country are you watching this video from? Please leave a comment below. It's wonderful that we can connect with each other from all over the world. Tip 2. Eggs and pasta. First, I place a pot on the stove, add about 1 liter of water, and bring it to a boil. Now, I'll put the lid on to bring the water to a boil faster. When the water starts to boil, I add 300 grams of pasta to the pot and boil it for about 10 minutes until it's cooked. While waiting, I crack 3 eggs into a large bowl. Then, I carefully separate the 3 egg yolks into separate small bowls to use later. When the pasta is cooked, I use a colander to drain the pasta from the pot and add half of the pasta to the bowl containing the egg whites. Next, I season with 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a pinch of black pepper, and mix well so the pasta strands are evenly coated with the egg mixture. To make the dish more visually appealing, I finely chop 1 red baby bell pepper and 1 yellow baby bell pepper. If you have sausages or cold cuts in the fridge, you can chop them up and add them to make the dish more flavorful. Finally, I add a little finely chopped green onion and mix all the ingredients together until well combined. Now, I place the skillet on the stove, add a little cooking oil, and heat the skillet. I divide the noodle mixture into 3 equal portions. Then, I scoop each portion into the skillet and swirl it around to form small, cute noodle nests. Next, I use a spoon to gently press down to create a small indentation in the center of each noodle nest. Once the noodle nests are shaped, I gently place each pre-separated egg yolk right in the center. It's great to connect with you all from around the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please click the subscribe button. Thank you for your support. Next, I cover the pan and cook over low heat for about 5 to 7 minutes until the noodles are well bound and the yolks are soft and creamy. While waiting, I cracked 6 eggs into a large bowl. Added half teaspoon of salt and a pinch of black pepper. Then whisk them together. Next, I took out the remaining spaghetti, poured 2 tablespoons of olive oil into the bowl of spaghetti, mixed it well with a spoon, and then added the spaghetti to the bowl containing the 6 eggs. I grated 90 grams of cheese into the bowl. Next, I diced 4 slices of bacon and sautéed them in a pan over medium heat for about 3 minutes until fragrant. Once the bacon is crispy, I add it to the bowl with the eggs and pasta. Now, I'll give everything a good mix until all the ingredients are evenly combined. By now, 5 minutes have passed. I lift the lid, and the pasta nests have turned a golden brown with the egg yolks glistening in the center. It looks incredibly appetizing. I gently transfer it to a plate, and just look at the final result. The crispy golden edges, colorful diced vegetables, and creamy egg yolks create a dish that's both eye-catching and mouth-watering. Every bite is packed with flavor and a delightful mix of textures. Then finish them off with a generous drizzle of mayonnaise and sweet chili sauce. The creamy mayo and tangy sauce add the perfect finishing touch, making the dish even more colorful and appetizing. Now, let's cut into one and see what's inside. Just look at that rich, jammy egg yolk. It slowly flows over the noodles, making every bite look even more delicious and irresistible. Now, let's move on to the remaining dish. I wash the pan and place it on the stove, adding a pat of butter to melt. Once the butter has melted, I pour the entire mixture into the pan and spread it evenly with a spoon. Cook over medium heat for about 4 minutes. After 4 minutes, I open the lid, then remove the pan from the stove and place it in the oven to bake for about 10 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. After 10 minutes, I take the pan out of the oven. By now, the cheese has melted completely, and the surface of the dish is golden, fragrant, and filled with an enticing aroma. I gently place the cake on a plate and cut it into bite-sized pieces. This is a nutritious dish with the perfect combination of flavors, ideal for a weekend breakfast, a quick lunch, or those family gatherings. So, We've just finished making some really interesting dishes together using incredibly simple recipes. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends and family. Your support is what motivates me to keep sharing more simple, healthy cooking tips every day. Goodbye, and see you in the next videos.